If I told you last Monday Washington and Syracuse would be in the Elite Eight, which would be the bigger surprise?
Washington, for me.
Yeah, I agree, Washington.
They're fun to watch. The way they play basketball is fun to watch. Like, what's Kelsey Plum gonna do? We already talked about Osahor. Talia Walton makes some plays that at her size and her injury history, nobody should be able to make.
The Washington Huskies, for the first time in program history, going to the Final Four.
So much of our summer was spent reliving the Final Four, which was great, but at the same time, it became that point of we've got to move on. This is nobody cares next year. Anytime you have a successful year like we had last year, other programs are going to come in and kind of want a piece of what was going on. So we had some change, some rollover.
We have 2 new guard coaches, and Todd and Jasmine, and they both bring different variety.
Todd is really funny, super sarcastic. He loves to roast people, including me.
Jazz, she's new, she's fresh, always in practice. She's always like, okay.
At first, when you first have a new couple people on the staff, as a player, just kind of, you try to read them, try to see how they are. It's been nothing but positives, actually, that we have them. They're both good in different ways of what they bring to the table.
What did you learn about your team in November and December? I think we learned we could score a lot.
Well, when we got in the preseason NIT, the invite came. We were really excited about the opportunity to play 3, potentially 4 games against some of the nation's best teams and best players.
Going to launch a 3 on the wing.
They got to continue to push.
Here's a corral.
That's a good question because I learned that we're good, to be honest, and we have a lot of fight in us. Man, can we play, and we play for each other, we play hard, and we're always going to have each other's backs. That's what I learned.
We move the ball really well. We love playing with each other, so that chemistry has just seamlessly transitioned into this year.
I think getting right into that competitive tournament atmosphere was important. Really kick-started us into a winning streak. We played some regionally tough games. We challenged ourselves with some unique road trips. Back-to-back road games at Portland and at Seattle, leaving right before Christmas to play at Brigham Young, which is a perennial tournament team.
I think we've learned a lot about our team. I think we're super resilient, and I don't think, even our loss against Notre Dame, they're number 1 when we played them. Our last year's team, I don't think we would have bounced back like we did this year.
Notre Dame was really, really tough. Went there, they punched us in the mouth in the first quarter, and we kept clawing back, and we lost by 11, but the rest of the game, we won that game.
Winning 3 home games and then going to Notre Dame and getting a chance to see what number 1 in the country looked like on their home floor, test their ability to handle adversity. And they just kept taking it. What's next? What's next? It's kind of been our motto. It's on our pregame warm-up type. I got it on a pin here from the West Wing. It's what's next. That's been our motto for a couple of years. So every time we presented them with a challenge, they jumped over that obstacle and wanted to know what was next.